Hey guys, it's Zach Levy with Wolverine.com, and we're here with founder and director of 220 Athletes, Bryson White, who is the trainer of 2024 Michigan running back signee Jordan Marshall. Bryson, let's just start off with the fact that you have been training with Jordan for close to 2 years now, almost. How's the relationship in terms of just you seeing his progressions and his development, and just how proud of him to see continue his ascension?
Me and Jordan's relationship is second to none, as I say, man. And I'm so proud of this kid. I know you guys are proud of him, just for one, winning the biggest award in Cincinnati you can get. It's amazing to see that kid grow from sophomore year to now. This kid has jumped over so many hurdles and went through so many obstacles to get to where he's at. And now he's landed in one of the best schools in the country, Michigan. And it's like I said, second to none. And kudos to you guys, and I hope you guys use him the right way, because he's coming in to make his mark.
How would you best describe Jordan as a player, but also as a community leader, a student, and really just a person?
Jordan is one of those players where he's a one-in-a-lifetime kid. In the community, he puts in countless hours of community service, and even when he doesn't have to, he does things for people off camera that people don't know about. Jordan is he'll give the shirt off his back. For example, I'll give a nice story. I had a player, and it was one of my volleyball girls, and at this time Jordan was getting nominated for Player of the Year and all this stuff. Jordan has a big name here in Cincinnati, but that doesn't mean anything to him, right? And she was in here, she was training, she had a cold tub day, she had to get an ice tub, and she didn't have an extra shirt. And Jordan had his Michigan shirt on that he had, one and only personal shirt that he had got at a camp, his first camp at Michigan. And he took that shirt off, literally took the shirt off his back because her shirt was soaking wet, and gave it to her. Like, those are things that our president sits in my head, and that you guys should know about what type of kid he is. This kid, he's the foundation and walking standard of a man of Moeller, honestly. And if you don't know what a man of Moeller is, that's a person who has integrity, respect, leadership, does everything the right way. And so that's Jordan.
He's got a few more months till he officially rolls at Michigan. And as you guys continue to work closely together, what sort of things are you guys primarily focusing on in terms of him continuing his progression on the field?
Yeah, we're looking to build his long run game. We want to make sure he doesn't die out. He keeps that gas. We're building his hip mobility, his cutting, keep building his awareness when it comes to breaking down holes, eye coordination, and ankle strength. That's big. I know you guys know about his little ankle injury he had, but don't worry, he's almost 100% ready to go. He's going to be 100% when it comes down to camp time this spring. But yeah, that's the things that we're working on with him, and he's almost there. He's almost ready.
He has been lauded as a potential bell cow for a school like Michigan, who prides itself on pounding the rock.
100%.
When you watch him play, what kind of impact could he have at Michigan, and what are your expectations for him once he goes to the national championship?
Is that a question? Have you seen his highlight? Have you seen what type of downhill runner he is? Jordan doesn't shy away from contact. One thing about that kid, that dude, I would be scared to go against Jordan at my age, because he's just so strong. Have you seen his legs, guys? His legs are probably two of mine. And I'm talking about is when you look at him, like Saquon Barkley. Have you ever seen Saquon Barkley legs? Those things are like tree trunks, and those are Jordan legs, and he's just so powerful. Not just at the bottom, but at the top too. And he'll lay a hammer on you real bad, like a Marshawn Lynch type of hammer, right? But he's gonna get up there, and he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna not shy away from contact. So those guys that's willing to put their life on the line to hit that kid, good luck.
You're a college football fan, obviously. When you watch Blake Corm and what his production over these past 4 years at Michigan, is it easy to draw comparisons between him and Jordan?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Blake Corm, he's one of the best running backs to ever come through Michigan, right? But I don't want to compare too much yet, because even Jordan wouldn't. Jordan knows he has to come in there and earn that. He still has to get that respect. And we can talk about it all day. if he's going to be as great as him, but we don't know yet, right? He still has to go in there and earn his respect. But if I was to say the comparisons personally, the vision, right? The vision, the cutting, the downhill, the great speed, those are things that I would compare to. But again, I know Jordan knows. We don't talk about comparison yet. We talk about what impact are we going to leave, right? Jordan knows he don't want to be left. And remember, I'm like Blake Corm. He wants to leave his name. I'm Jordan Marshall, just like Blake came in there and did the same thing.
Now watching Michigan from last season, as a fan and also just as a trainer of Jordan, knowing that he's going to be in that environment, just what kind of impressed you when watching that national title run, and then also Jordan's opportunities that lie ahead of him at the next level?
It was chills when they won that championship and went against Bama. I know everybody's seen the video of Michigan players with their head down when they found out they were going to go against Michigan, right? Or when Michigan found out they were going against Bama. But I had text Jordan, like, we joke around. I'm like, man, what was that about? He's like, man, trust me, don't worry. Don't even worry, man. That ain't nothing. And I think Jordan, he's excited to go and fill up a role at a national championship team. I mean, how much pressure is that going into a school that just won the national championship in how many years?
Outright, about 60.
Almost 60 years, right? And he knows that feeling. Cincinnati Bengals, man. We haven't won a championship since '88, right? So he understands the magnitude of going and playing for a championship team, and his expectations are high. He knows that, and he's ready to live it up. Though that's one thing.
I know it's hard to see, predict the future, but in 4 to 5 years, where do you expect Jordan to be, and where do you think he'll be?
Jordan will be in the NFL. There's no question about it. His mental toughness, his determination. He set that goal when he was a kid. He knew exactly where he was going to go. And one thing about Jordan, when he says it, he's going to do it, right? And a lot of people don't know that about him, but he said he was going to get this Player of the Year, right? He said that he was going to get Mr. Ohio. He said all this before it all happened, and guess what? He did. And that's the type of kid he is. So Jordan, me and him talked about where he wants to go and what's his goals, and one of those goals were to get to the next level and break records, and he's going to do it. Mark my words. Today is February 22nd, 2024. Mark my words. Let's come back to this video when Jordan breaks a record, our rushing record at Michigan.
Awesome. And then final question. What should Michigan fans know about Jordan that maybe they don't know yet? Or what should they know about him as just what kind of person he's going to leave an impact on in Ann Arbor? What should they just know about him in general?
I'll give you two things. First one, I'll give you something funny about Jordan. Jordan's a big baby. Okay, he is a baby, man. He's so soft, like he's a teddy bear. But off the field, he's just a teddy bear, man. Like you can't help but love him. You can't. I catch myself yelling at him sometimes, and then I start feeling bad. I'm like, oh man, he looks like he's about to cry. But dude is just a loving person, sensitive, funny. He laughs all day, man. You will not see him with a smile on his face. Like you won't see it. And then, what was the second question?
What should they expect him to be? What kind of impact is he going to
Impact?
leave at Michigan?
Definitely a leader. Jordan is not a follower. And I don't care who you are. He is not following nobody. One thing I teach here is make sure we lead, because once you become we call it drifting. Once you're a drifter, you lose your mind. And Jordan adapted that mindset. Even at Moeller, you can see that boy is a leader. He's going to do everything the right way. Some people might call him a suck up, a teacher's pet, but one thing about Jordan, he's just going to do it the right way. And he's not going to cut any corners. He's going to do everything how it's supposed to be done, and he's going to give you extra work. You're going to see him on the field after practice, staying 20 minutes to an hour. You're going to see him wake up early, be the first one in that weight room. He's going to bust your ass, and he's going to try to become a leader on that team. And I think he has everything in his power and will and the resources behind him to do it. So those are some things you should look for Jordan. Definitely.
Awesome. Again, Bryson White of 220 Athletes, thank you so much for joining.
No doubt. Thanks for having me.